Ted, I need to speak to my wife. So could you get her on the phone, please?
I think she's in the shower, Howard. Do you want me to go check?
No!
So apparently, this was a thing. The first, and for obvious reasons, only Schwarzenegger Christmas film, Jingle All the Way, is... I don't know what it is. Co-starring Sinbad, because that was a good fit, I guess. This film sees the two trying to desperately track down a Turbo Man doll because it's the hottest toy out there, leading to a number of hilarious events that wouldn't at all make you think that Christmas is about anything but commercialism. However, it is a Christmas movie, so you do need to consider that, and maybe not hold it to the same standards. Perhaps the movie still has a fun concept, enough to not justify giving it too much thought. Or maybe the movie is so stupid and so fucked up, we have to analyze it to find out how the hell this happened. I'm gonna lean toward the latter, but let's find out. This is Jingle All the Way. We open with what may be the worst intro possible.
Never discs anyone?
Wait a minute, this isn't that Christmas movie starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's a fucking kids show. Must have given me the wrong movie. And yes, this is what's gonna be responsible for the mayhem that will ensue. This show. This fucking show. You'd have to be a professional crack addict to think this is a good show, even if you're a kid. And what the fuck is that thing? Oh look, it's the kid from the Star Wars prequel. Unfortunately, I'm not somebody who cares, but you really can't avoid mentioning that. Schwarzenegger, as expected, plays a terrible dad who enjoys work more than his family.
But only for you, Mr. Jacobs, because you're our #1 customer. You're my #1 customer. You're my #1 customer. You're my #1 customer.
He gets caught in traffic on the way to his son's karate class, and inevitably gets a speeding ticket by an officer played by Robert Conrad. Because what noteworthy actor wouldn't want to be in this? Is there something I'm missing here? So he ends up being late, and we see his neighbor Ted, who he can't stand, is played by Phil Hartman.
What the heck? Why not spread a little Christmas cheer around the neighborhood?
Oh, gee, Ted. How thoughtful.
I wonder if he's gonna do something bad in this. He tries to apologize to his son by acting like an asshole.
What do you think, Jamie? How about this, huh? Oh, yeah!
Is this a joke?
And Jamie tells him he can make it up to him by buying him a Turbo Man doll. Yeah, his dad will still be a prick, but did you see how cool that show was? I mean, who needs a dad when you got stuff? There's just one little problem, though. Your maid said she's pregnant. No, in actuality, he was already supposed to get the toy, but he forgot. That's okay, though. He can simply lie about it and attempt to track down the impossible-to-find toy at the local toy store. This causes Jamie to think he might miss the Christmas parade, but he promises that won't happen.
I'll be there. I promise.
Who does he think he is, Joe Biden? We then finally meet Myron, played by Sinbad, who decides to go on a rant for absolutely no reason.
They spend billions of dollars on TV advertisement, and then they sit there and use subliminal messages to suck your children's minds out. And then they sit there and make a kid feel like garbage if you, the father, who's working 24/7, deliver mail, and then when you get the toy, it breaks and you can't fix it because it's a little cheap plastic. Grab one of those guys and just chuck him until his eye pops out.
It's not completely unfunny, just unwarranted. I mean, who is he supposed to be in this? But it turns out the toy sold out, and apparently this is the funniest thing to ever happen. Ever.
What? I see that.
These guys are looking for a Turbo Man?
A gentleman dog, yes.
These two are looking for a Turbo Man!
Gentleman!
This fucking show is so fucking big that this is warranted? Do these people have absolutely no lives? After the body count almost rises, they tell him that some woman had one on layaway and is about to leave.
Sorry, buddy.
Luckily, Schwarzenegger has the power of dumb luck on his side, but as it would, most people don't stop for a crazy Austrian man who's trying to rob them. This is followed by a montage of him being laughed at, because that never gets old, and apparently Schwarzenegger is immune to the laws of vandalism. He tries to call his wife, only to have Ted answer, and at least this movie has one memorable line.
Oh, these cookies! I gotta get the recipe from Les.
Put that cookie down! Now!
The downside is that that's the only line like that in this movie. How does that even happen? He runs into Sinbad again, because it's a small city, I guess, and he goes on another rant about racism this time.
I was good enough to talk two line, but I'm not good enough to be in your team. See, that's racism. That's what Jesse Jackson was talking about.
This is interrupted, though, as a mall has received a shipment of dolls.
Isn't that convenient?
It's only a small shipment, though, and the drawing to decide who gets one quickly turns chaotic.
He got two! He got two!
Get the mailman!
Michael, get him!
Wow, human beings not acting civilized during the holidays, who would have thought? Unfortunately for him, this is the bounciest ball ever, and lands in, this is in bad taste now, but, screw it. What the hell is that thing? What is it? Cancelled. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I'll be off the grid by 6, but could you still like the video and maybe even subscribe? I mean, nobody's gonna... too big of a risk, that's what I thought. That's the way it goes, I guess. So he pursues the kid and is attacked by a mob that, oddly enough, aren't okay with this. Neither that, or they just got through watching Terminator Dark Fate. Luckily, a mall Santa, played by Jim Belushi, tells him he can get him the doll, but not here. Instead, they go to a warehouse, which in theory may not be the best idea, and for the small fee of $300, he finally has the doll.
Well, of course, there's some assembly required.
Jim? What part of bodybuilding Austrian do you not understand? So he beats the shit out of them in a scene that's completely void of any logic or entertainment, right as the police show up, putting a stop to their corrupt business. And I'll admit, this part is funny.
This must be the sloppiest bust I've ever seen in my entire career on the force. Detective Howard Lang, undercover.
This allows him to escape, meaning he can proceed to be a dick to his son.
Enough! Enough of this Turbo Man, okay? I had it up to here with this Turbo Man. If there's anyone I don't want to have advice from right now, it's Turbo Man. Now, get your mother.
I can't say I completely blame him. I mean, this is a bit idiotic.
You never do anything you say you're gonna do, ever! Damn you, Howard.
Well, that's not fair. You didn't even get his side. He runs into Sinbad again, because small fucking city, I guess. And we get more stupid bullshit.
I still remember the commercial like it was yesterday. Two kids playing out in the backyard. Johnny to Peter, enemy sighted. Roger there, open fire.
You think that's bad? Wait till you see the extended version. It's extended. I don't know why. But as luck would have it, a radio station is giving away a free doll to the first person who can name all of Santa's reindeer. What? Who the fuck can answer that? I knew that when I was fucking 5. So Sinbad rips out the phone, and they both race down there, vandalizing more property, only to find out the whole thing is bullshit.
You see, what we have here is a gift certificate. A gift certificate!
Right.
Well, considering that this thing is so hard to find that this happens, surely the cost is the issue. And no wonder the answer was piss easy. The Robert Conrad cop arrives, but Sinbad threatens them with a fake bomb.
That was really a bomb? Just a sick world we're living in. Sick people.
I know what you're thinking. That was actually funny. Well...
How many years in the bomb squad?
I could be mad about this, but honestly, is cartoon logic really that shocking? On the bright side, he gets a taste of what vandalism feels like and goes back home to find that Ted has crossed the line.
I'm out all day, and he's in my house, putting up my star on my tree.
So I guess that justifies breaking in his house and literally stealing from children.
What am I doing? Look at me.
The reaction to anybody who paid to see this? His pet reindeer attacks, and he does the only thing he can do in this movie, being vandalism, causing Liz to go to the parade with Ted.
You can't bench press your way out of this one.
Technically, you should be in jail by now, so you probably shouldn't complain. We finally get to see this amazing Christmas parade, or whatever they were allowed to use, and Ted gets his comeuppance when he tries to kiss Liz.
Well, that didn't exactly go as well as I'd hoped.
Then Arnold heads down there and gets mistaken for somebody in the parade. I wonder who it could be.
Turbo Man!
Isn't that convenient?
And he's given a limited edition doll to give to the kid of his choosing.
Isn't that convenient?
So of course he chooses Jamie, and if you thought this film couldn't get any dumber...
Oh no, kids! It's Turbo Man's archenemy, Dementor!
you gotta be... No, you gotta be kidding. Then Sinbad chases Jamie up a building while Arnold fights off the minions, and he pursues them with a jetpack. A jetpack! You know what? I'm done. I'm fucking done! I tried to be reasonable, as this is a Christmas movie, but you mean to tell me that this parade, with about 2 floats, can afford a functioning jetpack? It's impossible. Absolutely no logic. Common sense be damned. Then Jamie proceeds to risk his life for a piece of plastic, proving to be a bad idea. He saves him using his jetpack, and for some reason, nobody knows it's him.
Who would know better than me?
Dad? Howard?
Okay, I know to them he's not a famous Hollywood actor, but he is her husband and his father. Those are kind of substantial. But get this, he gives Sinbad the doll. Why?
What do I need the doll for? I got the real Turbo Man at home.
Well, that makes sense, but it doesn't explain this.
You know, this is gonna make my son really happy.
He'll surely forget the fact that his dad's in prison.
That's my dad! That's my dad!
Yeah, good luck spending time with him now, but that was Jingle All the Way, and it's definitely the latter. Like I said, I tried to be reasonable, but this movie is just fucking stupid. I could be technical and say that a Christmas film shouldn't be about materialistic goods and that this film is just that, but I really don't think it matters. This is essentially a collection of potentially entertaining scenes ruined by their own stupidity. Schwarzenegger fighting a bunch of Santas sounds like a funny idea. What ruins it? Stupid bullshit. Sinbad lying about having a bomb only to find out it's real? Comedic gold. What happens next? Stupid bullshit. And the quote-unquote conclusion is literally nothing but stupid bullshit. That's about the face of it. This is a movie that had a good amount of famous people in it, an idea that could have turned out decent, but instead they went with how fucking dumb could we possibly make this? Well, I guess dumb enough to get an unrelated sequel. Why? I guess you could put this in the holiday guilty pleasure category, but even that might be pushing it. This film is not only void of almost any holiday cheer, but also a Schwarzenegger movie with only one memorable line. And that is something I don't accept. I'm the analyst, and remember kids, Christmas is about family. And, what's this? PS5, finally on sale on Amazon. But I just paid $1,000 for a PS5 on eBay. Fuck. So, you made it to the end, an impressive feat indeed. Since you managed that, consider checking out the gaming channel, in which I cover a variety of gaming topics, like in-depth gameplay, and analysis videos like this one. If you want to see that, then press the link in the description. It's that simple.